Yeah, I think there are definitely a number of factors that contribute to overuse. I
Yeah.
think one of them, like you said, are the athletes,
Mm.
the ones that are have the speed, the strength, the agility, that are just, they're the workhorses. They can play any sport and be amazing. I
Yep.
think another factor that people often miss are the kids that aren't, the ones that aren't that athletic, the ones that
Hmm.
don't have those strength qualities, that aren't able to
Yeah.
get into the proper positions,
Yeah.
but they're forced to play at a competitive level, or they're
Hmm.
put into a competitive environment
Yep.
and they're trying to keep up. I've been looking at a lot of those overlanding videos of those 4x4s, like forerunners and trucks, and they drive, up in the mountains over rocks, but they
Yeah.
have to go through all these modifications. They've got to
Hmm.
get new suspension,
New struts.
tires,
Yeah. Hmm.
wheels, they got to get, you know,
Hmm.
everything so they can survive.
Yep.
But if you just threw like a regular car out there to go rock
Oh.
climbing or driving through the terrain,
Yeah.
it's not going to make it.
It ain't gonna make it. You're right.
And
Yeah.
I like to compare, people to cars sometimes, right?
Hmm.
Like the car needs to have certain qualities to meet certain demands.
Yeah.
Athletes are the same thing.
Hmm.
I remember having kids years ago, and they would always have hamstring issues. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
because you have weak hamstrings. You
Yeah.
don't do anything to strengthen your hamstrings, your
Yep.
legs, your quads, your knees are always hurt,
Mm.
your anterior tibs, your lower leg strength. You need better suspension. You need
Mm.
better
Yes.
tires. You need better
Yes.
wheels.
Right.
And you can get that through strength training, through speed development, through stretching, mobility work, stability work. It's a whole menu. But people
Yeah.
tend to miss that part. And they just want their kids to go out there and I want my kid to compete. I want my kid to participate. I want my kid to be involved. I'm going to throw them in sports because it's fun. This is awesome. But when
Hmm.
your starting point is AU basketball, that's
Oh.
like saying, I'm going to buy a Honda Civic
Yeah.
and my starting point is driving through Death Valley
Right.
on the hottest day on earth and hoping I can make it. You're probably not. But
Right.
we're looking at kids, human beings.
Mm.
Now, I can change my tires. I can't just replace your ankles. I can't just replace
Sure.
your knees. You need
Yes.
to build those things up, and that takes time.
Yes.
And I think overuse is not so much just am I overuse, am I putting so much overuse to this kid? It's can this kid handle the use he's being used for?
Sure.
So if this kid is not as strong in areas, his overuse might be a lot less time than the higher level athlete.